What's up, everyone? My name is Nathan Hand. What's up, everyone? Oh, that's taken? That's taken? Okay, alright. Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Nathan Hand, like the body part. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Nathan Hand. No, come closer, closer. No, come on. Howdy, y'all. Welcome in. Okay, can we all agree that introductions are just impossible to get right and always awkward? So maybe I just won't have one. Yeah. Also, why did I can't say like welcome everyone or what's up everybody, because I have like 2 subscribers. 2? How many do I have? I don't. Channel. Where do you even find this? 6. There's 6 of you. Okay, so for real this time, my name is Nate Hand, and this is 5 things that you should be looking for when hiring a wedding videographer. Now, wedding videography is one of those things that I feel like some people are just, they get and they're behind, or other people just don't understand the point of it. And I totally get that. That's fine. It's been around for quite a while, but sometimes when I talk to people about what I do, they're still a little confused. Like, oh, do you do the whole video? Are you just doing part of it? How much do you charge? How do you even come up with a price for that? Do I need one? Why not just get photos? So many questions. But this is for those of you who are already interested in video and shopping around and what you need to be looking for when hiring your videographer. So the first thing that I'm sure you're all interested in is price. How much should I pay for a wedding videographer? How much is too much? What's too little? What's the value in it? What do I get for that price? And to understand what price you should pay, you really need to understand what all goes into making a wedding video. And a lot of people think it's just show up, point and shoot, like on the old days with the video recorder that your grandpa had and he just gave you the tape. It's a little different now. We're having to worry about frame rate and white balance and exposure. And after you consider all of that, you still need to consider color correction and post-production and piecing together your timeline and music and selecting the right one there. There's a lot that goes into it. With all of that in mind, we can start talking about what kind of price ranges you're going to see. Now, I'm from Northwest Indiana, so the price ranges that I've seen kind of fall in the range of $900 for a short video all the way up to $5,000 depending on who you're going with. If you're in Chicago, that's a completely different ballgame, and it's probably minimum $3,000, so keep that in mind. To me, a healthy price range is around $1,000 to $4,000, and I know that that's a large range. But if you're going with someone who has been around for a long time in the business and has really good high quality stuff, you're gonna pay way over $4,000. This is just to give you an idea of what kind of price bracket you're gonna be looking for when thinking about hiring a wedding videographer. So that's the first thing you need to understand, is that you're not gonna get it for cheap unless they're starting out or they're just terrible. So the second thing that you need to be looking out for or deciding is what type of video you want to go with. And this will very much differentiate and change where that price range falls. So the first type that you could go with is a more traditional, old school type of video where someone sets a camera on a tripod, they record your entire day from beginning to end, and they give you all of that footage. And that's kind of what my parents had, and I think that they've watched their video once because it's so long and nobody wants to sit and watch that. Or you can go with the shorter style, the more cinematic style that you've been probably seeing around more nowadays, which is maybe 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes up to 10 minutes. And that's a more precisely edited, shorter version of your wedding day, just getting the highlights. And that, I think, is typically a little more expensive because it takes a little bit more post-production to get that done. But the result is a video that is easier for you to watch, easier for you to share on social media, something that other people might actually be interested and sit through watching. And you can get additional things like audio and raw footage, and that's leading us into step number 3, which is tack-ons. and you need to be looking out for what does their package actually offer. I've seen plenty of wedding videographers who their package only includes a certain amount of hours, and if you need them to stay for longer than those hours, they're going to charge you more. Me and my wife personally, when we hired a wedding photographer, she did this, and she said, "You've got me for 3 hours," and I will never forget the countdown of when she was going to leave, and she kept reminding us and said, "If you want to keep me longer, you can pay me more." Awful, so annoying. So be aware of that and be leery when you're shopping for a wedding videographer or photographer. Pay attention to how long they're going to be there, or what their price is for if they have to be there longer. And in addition to the hours, you also want to be looking for, is it going to cost me extra to get audio of the day, if that's something that you want? Is it going to cost me extra to get raw footage of my ceremony or my dances or the speeches? Are you going to get the speeches? Is that extra? Do I need to pay extra for multiple angles of the day? Do I need to pay extra for a second videographer? Are you going to throw that on? All of those details, very important to know ahead of time. So the fourth thing that you need to look at after you've found the price range that you want to fall in, what that specific videographer will offer for that price range, and what type of video or videographer that person is, and what you're going to get in the end is contracts. I cannot stress this enough. If you are about to hire a videographer and they do not require that you fill out a contract, run. A contract is not something that only benefits the videographer and protects them from certain situations. It also protects you as the client. You need to have a surety is that you're going to get your video in a certain amount of time, that you are getting what you paid for, that it lines out exactly what the videographer is going to do, it has a time frame, an expected location, just everything, so that if they don't do their job, you are protected. That's a very important thing to have. So make sure when you get the contract, you read through it carefully, you know what you're signing. Cannot stress that enough. Contract is very, very important. The fifth and final thing, and probably the most important in my opinion, is personality or attitude. You need to know who you're hiring. You need to make sure that they have a good personality, they're easy to work with, they're fun to work with, because you don't want to be in your wedding video just droning all day and wishing that you had hired someone else who could actually have a decent personality. I've seen a lot of wedding videographers at weddings that I've gone to that are just there, and they're not as involved, they're not as interested in what's happening. You want a wedding videographer that's going to cheer you on and be your biggest fan and make you a star on your wedding day, because that's what's important in this video, is so that you remember the good moments. So if your wedding videographer doesn't have material online where you can get to know them or kind of see what they're about, or if they don't offer to do a phone call or meet with you in person before your wedding day, I'd recommend asking if that's possible. So if you're looking for a wedding videographer, I hope this video had some helpful tips. And if you know anyone who's looking for one, be sure to share this video with them so they have an idea of what to look for as well. If you haven't found a wedding videographer yet, I would love for you to check out my website. It's hampermediaproductions.com. We offer video and photo. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Why am I so nervous talking to a camera? I feel like it's a first date. I should have got you a glass of wine or something. Maybe I need liquid courage to do this.